What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog, taking a quick walk before Easter dinner with family. And I want you guys to understand, other day's video I was rushing. I was making it on my way to the airport, and then the Uber driver called and he was like, let's go. So you got what you got out of the video. What I want you guys to understand is, and if you're first time here ever seeing this is your girl Ericka from the Classy Climb blog, author of the Smartphone Millionaire, how to invest in people, businesses, and real estate from the palm of your hand. And I just want you guys to understand, I'm not hating on anyone's success. I'm not hating on anybody doing YouTube and how they want to do it. But understand, how you get there is how you got to keep being there. If you started out being messy, you got to keep being messy. If you started out talking crazy, you got to keep talking crazy. Now, there's several YouTubers like Coach Greg Adams. He got like 7 YouTube channels. Other people 4, 5, 6, whatever. And sometimes it gives you this one-sided perspective of a person, which is unfortunate, right? Because you watch a channel and you think all this person does is work, work, work. They don't have a love life, a family life, a regimen, whatever. And I think I try on the YouTube channel here to give a holistic view of a person. Keyword try. When I comment on van life and these chicks doing, shut up dogs, these chicks doing van life and car life and stuff, it brings a lot of views because people are in some fucked up situations. Point blank period. I don't care if I don't get monetized for this video. They're in bad situations. Their money not right. And so you see these people saying, hey, I relocated. And they usually relocate to the middle of fucking nowhere. That rent's like $500. And, you know, people are like, that's so good. Well, that's good when you have no other options. That's good when you don't have a choice. At the end of the day, I want you to have choice. I want you to have a plethora of options, so you're not stuck making bad choices, right? Prime example. When I moved to Texas, I had lived in a military town, mostly military towns, my whole life. I lived briefly in Raleigh for under a year and in Charlotte for 6 months. And I can tell you, Red Cross work, but I can tell you, every time I moved, I learned about new careers, new opportunities, new ways to do things. And what I learned from that whole experience is, depending on the town you're in, the people you're around, you're not going to learn about all the stuff that's out here. That's the point of YouTube, right? I want you to not be out here every day and night for 8, 9 hours. You see, I'm walking, breathing a little hard, but that is what it is. Watching gossip and shit every day. Like, that's, like, I remember my grandma was in her 80s. Well, 70s, because she died before, around 80s. Watching the stories, you know? And that's what I think of when I see YouTube now. Motherfuckers aren't here watching Days of Our Lives. They on here watching stories, you know? Instead of finding the money, right? We gonna talk about women every day, but we ain't finding no job. Or finding ways to make money that don't include a job. So this Wednesday, I have a live training. If you're already a student of the digital real estate course, you ain't got to worry about it. You're already in there. But for people who aren't in there, you know, get it. I got a $200 off coupon. It's $97. What I want you to understand is I've got 250 affiliates. I've actually finished the Word doc so you guys can see them all and check them out. But there's always more that can be created. How? I'll show you that in the class. And what ends up happening is people overcomplicate. Well, how can you do this? Or how do you make money? Or how? If you look at a lot of Instagram and YouTube right now, you can spend $1 a day, $5 a day, and build a legitimate business. Legitimate business that builds consistent income. But a lot of people out here want to pretend like it's so hard to do organic stuff. And I don't want to spend money. I'm sorry to inform you. Any business you ever think you want to start in your whole entire damn life is going to require money. One of my biggest pitfalls, and I say this very openly, is underestimating the goofiness of the Detroit tenants. How long Detroit tenants would stay in a property and not pay. How hard it was to get the Detroit court system to get our tenants out of those extra properties. That was really mind-blowing to me because I'm like, how can a city function like that if we can't get tenants out in a reasonable manner? And Detroit's, what whether they tell it openly or not, they're suffering from that because all these people took their money and went to Cleveland, Columbus, Ohio, Indiana. Those markets are seeing their house purchases triple, if not double, right? Triple, double in 1 year, 2 years. Why? Because people are not going to put their money where they can't get in a return. Point blank period. That's the name of the game. So when people are out here, hey Ericka, you said time, money, or credit to build a business. This is true. You can spend 2, 3, 4, 5 years organically building out here, or you can spend $1 a day, $2 a day building on your business. And some people call it a loss when they're not making crazy amount of sales back. No, it's an investment. Point blank period, it's an investment. And when you think of it as, oh, it's a loss, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous because nobody knows you. I go out here all the time and see YouTube channels with less than 20 views. But imagine if that person spent $1 a day on Instagram directing people back to their YouTube channel. They might get hundreds of people a day. I've already told y'all. Several of the people that you've seen me either interview in the past or deal with on a regular basis or go to events and stuff, they spend $3,000 to $4,000 a month on ads on YouTube, Instagram. There's some that are spending on YouTube, but not as many. So they're getting 30 to 40 grand back a month. Now you're gonna say, well, I just don't have that to spend. A lot of times that's why we talk about credit cards, investing in your business long term, being able to spend $1 a day for 3 months to build up your brand. Even inside of our other classes, we have it in there so that you guys, there's over, I think 300 promo pages that you're going to spend in a lump sum, right? You're spending the promo to get access to other people's platforms, other people's stages. To think that you're going to come out here and build a business in 2022 99.9999% organic and never spend $1, not even on an LLC, not even open a business bank account, not even to get your phone. That's crazy. That's insane to me. And it's sad, unfortunately, because that's really a real mindset. Is like, well, somebody else got it for free, or this other beautiful woman got free drinks. Why can't I get free drinks? Maybe you're not her. Maybe there's no men in the club that want to get you for drinks. That's just all there is to it. But another aspect to it is consistency. I rather have consistent pay. It's a big thing right now. Consistent income. You see a lot of people kind of moaning and groaning about Instagram's platform changes. Review, because I'm tired of holding phone. Instagram's platform changes because it's frustrating. Learning something they've been doing organically for so long, now they have to really spend money. They're frustrated, and I get it. But at the end of the day, that's a part of the game. That's part of any business. So this Wednesday on the live training, we're talking about organic. We'll talk a little bit via the affiliate marketing, right? Because there's stuff every day in conversation. You talk with family and friends. There are some of y'all who could text out 100 people and half of them would sign up for identity IQ, LifeLock, all these things that are important to your family members. You could get a lot of people to sign up, but it takes believing in yourself. Now, part of what I'm doing right now is one of my VAs, all they do pretty much every week is reach out. Well, we have a list, this imaginary list of 10,000, but we got to get the list to 10,000. So every day, all day long in a system, they're reaching out to companies for affiliate marketing opportunities, for speaking engagements, podcasts, for just in general business development. And a lot of times people think, okay, well, Ericka, you can pay a VA. I pay him $100 a week, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to pay, like, you want to spend 7 hours a night reaching out to thousands of people on Instagram? No. Even in my YouTube class, I told you when I was organic, I spend 30 minutes or an hour commenting on other people's YouTube channels, bringing traffic back to mine organically. Okay? Or now, because I have so many, I think I'm still at 27,000 unanswered comments on my page. I literally can just go inside and respond to people's comments. But that took years to get there. If you told me I lost everything, every damn thing, and I had to start over today from scratch, what would I do? I would go on Instagram, kind of like Runaway Billionaire. I'd put together some kind of credit thing, and then I'd be careful on it though, because they're very sensitive to that word on Instagram and YouTube. And I would run $1 to $5 a day, some kind of $20 ebook, and then once people are in the funnel, build out a whole credit course, and then have an affiliate like Credit Irene for people to do their credit repair. Simple as that. And I would build that up and talk about that for anywhere from 45 days to 6 months, to depending on the income. What you're seeing right now, and I'm giving you a true honest behind the scenes of a lot of people without saying their name, is people have made money from courses, good money. And the smart ones, let me be very clear here, the smart ones have bought a house and have a paid off car. Key word there, the smart ones. Paid off house, or not even paid off house, but like a house that's reasonable payments and a paid off car. Why? Once you got those two things, it don't matter. This is why you see so many van life people who are like, I bought a house, and it be in the middle of fucking nowhere, but it don't matter, because now they have that basic security of indoor plumbing and a roof, and what they can do is work on that house, turn it into a second YouTube channel, or keep it on their main one, and live their life and still get that check, you know, because all your old videos still make money, and now get new money. What's the new money they're gonna get? They're gonna get home or construction related affiliates, all this other stuff. But now they get to reach out and say, look at this big channel I built off van life, and now I'm gonna renovate this house, so I'd love for you to be an affiliate. It's 1, 2, 3, y'all. It really is. There's a dude, I don't know if I'm editing this video or not today. There's a dude, Bill Brallow or something. I'll try to find it. He basically hired his own father to keep track of how many affiliates he has, because he made 1.6 million making good TikTok content. Now I see him. The reason I even saw him now is he decided to move to Austin, but also because he was running $5 a day ads on TikTok and Instagram, selling what? His affiliate marketing course. And so I'm telling y'all, people can start this stuff from scratch, but people really ain't listening. You know what I mean? And so I'm just trying to convey to you, as we go in this new economy, this Web 3.0, a lot of y'all have talent and skills and could work from home and could rack it up and take that money and go buy your house and your car, so that you're at least that part straight, right? Buy that condo, buy that somewhere. So that's straight. That gives you a stability factor. And then every dollar after that, you're investing. You're reinvesting your business, and you're investing in real investment. The problem is a lot of people out here went crazy off that stimmy money, did businesses they didn't understand. I'm included, trucking to a degree, yes. And when things go way left or major hiccups, well, now, shit, you know, like, we're in a up Sheep's Creek paddle, you know what I mean? We don't really know what we don't know. But that's the difference in online businesses and online marketing. Hopping on your computer from 1 hour to 3 hours a day, coming up with Canva, you know, pictures off to put on Instagram, you know what I mean? Or putting together an ebook off Canva it's just so easy, right? Another thing to think of is the travel girls we traveled with. One of them was a travel nurse. A couple of them were travel nurses, but a lot of them, what they end up doing is they would create an itinerary, right? Excuse me, pollen out here. They create an itinerary where they would simply, best way to say it, they would simply document the places they went to, the hotels they visited, the restaurants they went to, the Instagram pages for renting the boat, renting cars, renting all these different activities. They put it together in a PDF itinerary and sell it for $30. Point blank period. So when girls are in their DMs like, oh, I loved your travel photos. How'd you do this? How you do that? How you do this? What they would simply do is say, hey, you can just grab the itinerary here and pick up the link and buy it. So some of the nurses were so consistent with that method, a lot of them were like, girl, I made 10K last month, or I made a big lump sum of money that month. And what ends up happening is, it's just the pictures. Like, I almost want to call this stream pictures in proximity, truthfully, because the pictures are selling it. The pictures are selling the lifestyle. The pictures are selling a lot of stuff. I don't see, for me, I'm gonna just say this personally, no disrespect to anybody. Let me be very clear. This channel, y'all quick to look for messy drama. I don't want to spend 5, 8, 9, 10 hours on YouTube. That's not my goal. I want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. Keywords are different, right? Rich is when you can go in some of these small Texas towns, and because you own land and property there, somebody talk to you crazy, be like, well, let me go ahead and talk to city council. Let me go ahead and talk to the sheriff. Let me go talk to your mayor of your town, because you control that, right? Same thing here in North Carolina. Oh yeah, I own whatever farms, right? Different conversation. People don't talk to you crazy. They're not stupid. See, because you're not trying to be famous, rich. It's a different thing, right? So even to these kids, I'm saying kids lightly, these girls and guys in van life go buy a house in the middle of nowhere. You saw with Eamon and Beck, they got a million whatever person channel. Of course, their neighbor snitched on them. Half the renovations they were doing, they didn't get no permits. Now, let's be honest. They in the middle of nowhere, Canada. They have to drive an hour to get to their mail, their post office box. If they had not put this stuff on YouTube, nobody would have called and snitched on them, right? But them putting it on YouTube is what puts the money in their pocket, and also allowed them to pay off a lot of those fines, because it won't no thing. You know what I'm saying? Money was money. So even here now, I'm in North Carolina right now. As you can see, the houses here, 80,000 to 120,000. And so you come across a lot of people who, and even in this neighborhood, got an empty house. Ain't nobody in it. Why? One, they're military. Two, they not worried about it. They got retirement, a pension. They spending 3-4 months somewhere else. And usually they have the house locked up, or someone coming to check on it, move the trash cans, cut the grass. So they're not worried about it. So for me, when I tell y'all this lifestyle of being able to have a house in different places, you know, a Tri-City CEO, where you do 3 or 4 months in one city, 3 or 4 months in another city, really so that you're not constantly hopping planes. You're slow traveling. This is something you'll hear a lot of these van life folks talk about. Slow travel. RV life folks, they spend a whole month somewhere, so they're not really spending gas money like that. They're not running all over with that RV. They parking it in Florida and going to the beach every weekend for 2 months. And so you thinking, oh my God, van life, they're traveling all over the world. No, they're parking that van and they're putting out content. That's what they do. You dig what I'm saying? Same thing with the travel nurse, right? She works for 6 months out of the year, and the other 6 months she crams in the travel, right? Or she'll do an assignment in one place for 3 months, take a month off, travel, then do it again. You got to understand, like, y'all are too old to be acting like y'all don't understand what people are doing out here. You too old. You too old for that. You too old, right? So I'm never knocking the van life people. I'm never knocking these folks. I think it's smart to get these houses. It's smart to buy a piece of land and build something on it. It's very smart. It's part of the reason I'm doing new construction. It'll give me good content, and 4 or 5 months on the dot, because of who I'm working with, it's gonna give me a $100K check to walk away with and pay what? Debts and taxes. Okay? But a lot of people, when they talk about, oh, 100 grand ain't nothing, 100 grand ain't nothing, that's silly talk. Because as you can see, I'm not in a ridiculously big neighborhood, but some of the houses here have appreciated so much that people are selling their homes in this neighborhood for $220,000. I remember my mom got one of these houses off of foreclosure for like $80,000. And now, I mean, it's literally 2-car garage, 3 bedroom, 3 bathrooms, huge backyard, acre. It's on the lake, but that's just the, inflation. That's life, right? So that's why some of these people don't worry about, hey, I got a house, in Fort Bragg, but I'm going out of town for a few, They don't care, because it's not that bad. It's an easy living kind of place. Same thing for Colorado Springs. Same thing for a ton of different other military towns. Fort Hood, Killeen, there's people leave their house empty there for months. Now, what do you do have in some of these neighborhoods? A lot of break-in crime. Why? Because people know you leave the house empty for months. It just is what it is, unfortunately. So back to my point. The reason I'm training on affiliate marketing is there's things we use every single day in this economy, and we tell people about them, and we ain't making no money off that, right? There's a lot of people out here making review videos, content-driven videos, and that's just part of life. But the other hand of that is, okay, now I've learned how to make all this money, right? You're bringing in money. Now I need to learn, as I'm making it, money management and money investment. And that's what makes people frustrated. They either get a high-paying job, they have no time, no location freedom, no time freedom, and they just want to quit. I want to quit my job, Ericka. I want to do this other thing. And I'm like, the only way you're going to have these businesses kicking like y'all want them to, so that you can really quit your job, is you have to commit to $1 to $10 a day in it running ads. And I'm talking about either figure your pony and ride it. Instagram, YouTube, shit. Audiogo. Talk about that in class with people. But that's the problem. A lot of y'all don't want to commit to spend that money, right? And the only way you can commit is either you have a credit card, you're going to have $10K roll around on month to run your business, even $5K to run your business, or you're going to keep that job. Simple as that. You're going to keep that job, and by keeping that job, that allows you to pay for advertising, pay for the things you need, keep running your business, pay for an assistant, right? Because there's a couple couples out here on Instagram, I'm telling you, they're dropping $3,000 a month, they're making 30 to 40. Once you make 30 to 40K a month for at least a year, most of y'all debt will be gone. Most of your car debt, you help your mama out debt, you help your cousin out, you pay your cars off, you get you a house, you save up for a down payment. Because listen, I live in Austin. You're talking about $400,000 houses. You're talking about down payments of, if you're lucky, $15K. If you're not lucky, $100,000. All right? Because people are going over budget. And that's also a part of the big appeal of new construction. People putting like $2,000 down, $10,000 down, and waiting for a few months and then closing. That happens too. So part of what I want y'all to understand is I'm not ever knocking someone's trying to build a business here on Instagram or YouTube. But I do hate when people try to, and yes, I use hate, it's a strong word. I'm going to build my name up off you talking smack. Well, now you have an audience full of people who said, well, you've been running around the internet talking bad about everybody. So, and you built your name up and you got some money off of it. So now I'm going to turn around and talk smack about you, because that's the circle of environment. You're attracting haters, right? These the hoteps were fine on YouTube as long as they were talking about health, wealth, teas, losing weight. When the hoteps start talking about having multiple wives and doing stuff overseas and getting out of their pocket, that's when they get in trouble. That's when these channels and scams and all this other shit people claim. But part of why I'm saying that is the community you're building matters. It matters. The community you are building matters. Yeah, this is the lakes back there behind the trees, but I'm not walking back there. I got my flats on today. You see what I'm saying? Your girl just with her ashy feet. I know. I got my flats on. I just wanted to give a good walkabout before family dinner. Also, I didn't want to cook in the kitchen, so they weren't gonna get me on that. They was gonna get me on the eating, but not the cooking. So, part of what you want to understand is the community you build is important. So let's say you did a whole separate channel talking about holisticness, wealth, surviving vegan. Let me just go there. The reason she's making, in 3 years time, she went from sleeping on the floor, mattress on the floor, pregnant with kids, to, millions of dollars. Is one, she's naturally skinny. Let's just be honest. Can we have an honest moment? This girl's like a thin framed girl, and it works for her, right? She can sell the detox and skinny teas and all that stuff. It just is what it is. And so that, but a system and running ads changed her life in 3 years. So a lot of y'all are out here, I want to do this, I want to do this. We're going on 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years later, you haven't changed anything. And that's your choice. It's completely your choice. You know what I'm saying? Because you could have a different life. You just have to make a decision and put a timeline on it. That's the true part. It really is the true part. So, this is what I had for y'all today. I'll see y'all Wednesday for the live training. The ebook should be included in there. If you're not in the class, the ebook is for sale. But for those in the class, it's included. And a lot of times, you just have to commit. When I was in Atlanta, several Uber drivers were like, there's a dog coming. Uber drivers were like, oh man, you're just moving about how you want to move. You must not have kids. I was like, no, yeah, I got these kids. And I'm like, that drives me crazy. People really do blame these kids for every damn thing. They blame them for everything. They blame them why they ain't lost weight, and it's 20 years later, kids damn grown. They blame them for their life. It's just real sad because they don't have to do that. That's unnecessary to do that, because at some point you're teaching them that they're trapped because you're trapped. That's dangerous. That's a dangerous thing to do. They driving crazy in here. You're teaching them that they're trapped because you're trapped and you can't think of a way to make it out of there or do something different or have a different job, when really that's just excuses. So anyway, this is your girl Ericka Classic Climb Blog. I hope you guys have a great evening. Happy Easter. And I hope this video made sense to you. Thank you for joining me on my walk. Look, you can change your life if you want to. Depending on the energy you want to have around you, the energy you want to put out, because you do get that shit back. I believe it. So anyways, you guys, later.